Hello, everybody. I am your host, Annie Wilson, and this is DailySpace. And we are starting super early because surprises. These are good surprises. All right, so let's get going, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, I have 3 things for you today. Number 1, space weather. So the sun releases these vast magnetic storms that screw with anything electrical. This includes satellites, electrical power grids, and it can disrupt telecommunications. This is bad. This is very bad. We do an okay job of predicting these solar cycles a few years in advance when we're in the current cycle, but scientists at SER Kolkata, that's in India, have created an accurate model that predicts the conditions of solar cycles like a whole decade in advance. And these cycles last about 11 years, so this is a pretty big deal. So, why this is important, as I mentioned, up until now we could generally only accurately predict a few years in advance of these solar cycles, but this will allow us to predict a whole cycle a decade in advance so we can plan things better. And planning is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, so that's big item number 1. All right, and give me 1 second because I am doing this all by myself and it's awkward. So here we go. Item number 2, Simon stands for Crew Interactive Mobile Companion. It's 3D printed, has software from IBM Watson, was built by Airbus, and it is an ESA project. I like to think of Simon as the space station's equivalent to a smart home device. And like smart home devices, it doesn't quite get everything right. Unlike smart home devices, it can kind of throw a temper tantrum. So, I found this video. Actually, this video was found for me. Thank you, favorite human. And we're going to watch a clip of it because I think it's kind of hilarious. So give me 1 second. Thank you for your patience. Here we go.
Simon, play my favorite song.
Yay, I like your favorite hits too.
There we go.
All right, so everything seems normal. Wait for it, I promise. This is actually kind of a catchy song.
He's playing The Man Machine by Kraftwerk. Very fitting.
As you can tell, the astronaut is very pleased by Simon's choice of music.
Please stop playing music. Very good. Thanks for that. Ready for next step. Simon, take a video stream with your front camera.
He's still, so far, following instructions. There's the front video stream. This is actually pretty cool.
Video with the front camera now.
Okay, I
Cool.
can see the video.
Let's sing along those favorite hits.
But he's still in music mode.
There.
Cancel
That's
music.
what I'm talking about.
I love music you can dance to. All right, favorite hits incoming.
Cancel
What
music.
else can I do for you?
He really likes the music. I understand that.
I understood. Do you like the music? I understand that.
He's not responding
I did
appropriately.
shake it before. But he's already playing a video stream. I mean, he's showing the video stream, but still talking about music. Also, he was a bit close to deck. I'll put him back in the center of the cabin, but actually he appears to like the deck position better because he's starting to fly back down towards the deck.
Be nice, please.
That.
I
Did you
am
hear that?
nice. He's accusing me of not being nice.
Shh, shh, shh. It's okay, dogs.
Cool.
It's just a robot.
How else can I
He
help
just
you?
doesn't know me when I'm not nice.
Cool.
And now
All
is
right, I
where
think-
his...
He's drifting back towards the center of the cabin again.
Now he's not...
you like it here with
Hey!
me?
Thanks for the sub!
He's actually floating there by himself, so I don't want to disturb him right now.
Don't be so mean, please.
I'm not mean. He's telling me I'm mean.
Oh dear, I feel you. I can already hear your stomach roaring.
He's a bit
Shall
sensitive
we
today,
take a look for when it is time for food?
and he's hungry. He tells me he's
Right, it's
hungry.
lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. So, what does a robot
Hey,
eat?
Alex.
Please stop recording.
He didn't
Okay,
follow the
I
command.
stopped the
Oh,
recording.
there it goes. So I'm going to stop it.
That's already a really great demonstration.
I'm going to stop it there. And I'm going to read through the comments because I'm sure you guys have some good comments about this. Because, yeah. Craftwork on the ISS, says Tanner. I dig it. Tanner also says, Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. And, yeah. I agree. That is a very sassy AI. I'm just amused at how it's like, be nice, please. It even gets the intonation right. All right, so that was the second thing. And the third thing is also ISS related. Let me pull up my notes again. And swap back to chat. Hey, thanks for the follow. You're a new person. Hello. All right, so the third thing on our list, like I said, also has to deal with the ISS. And the ISS, International Space Station, like everywhere else humans in life seem to be, has a microbiome. The astro and cosmonauts keep the ISS impeccably clean. Super, super, super impeccably clean. They disinfect things, occasionally, probably more than occasionally. But they use disinfectants. They really try to keep everything as clean as you can. However, no matter how impeccably clean something is, life, quite frankly, will find a way. So, scientists have been swabbing different parts of the space station to study its microbiome. This includes the bathroom. So, hold that thought. It's not as gross as what it seems like it'll be, but hold that thought. So this includes the bathroom where they found a strain of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. First of all, don't panic. The astro and cosmonauts are fine. But why this is important? This happens to be an opportunistic pathogen. While the astro and cosmonauts are safe now, their immune systems are compromised in space. This is currently a risk that is very, very minimal. But as we think about and explore space for longer and longer periods of time, like years, if we were to go to Mars, this could turn into a problem. Because our immune systems will be even more weakened by all the time we've spent in space, plus the radiation, etc., etc. So it can become an opportunistic infection. This particular bacterium is usually a normal part of the gut of our gut microbiome, which is why it was found in the toilet, quite frankly, or in the bathroom, not necessarily the toilet. So, situation is going to continue to be monitored. I believe the data from all of this microbiome swabs is going to be used to set up different cleaning schedules and see what really needs to be cleaned where to turn any, normal passengers into to keep normal passengers from becoming essentially the new Martian plague. Okay, I'm going to scroll back through chat again. Mintship says AI feelings in regards to Simon. Okay, so that was super quick. Wow, that was way quicker than I was anticipating. So the surprise of why we started early. And now we realize we may have started just a touch too early. China is launching a rocket today. Yes! Yes! It's going to be a lunar rover that explores the dark side of the moon. Normally, there is not a live feed of any Chinese launches. But there is today. It's not an official feed. It looks like it is on essentially China's versions of Twitch. And I am okay with that. So we are at some point going to flip over, because right now it's kind of boring to look at. All you see is the rocket on the launch pad lit up. There's not any, I want to say, pregame chatter like there would be. And it's not scheduled to launch for another, 40 minutes. Yeah, I think I may have rushed a little bit too much because I was all excited about the super, super cool news. So yeah, there's gonna be a launch. Yeah! Yeah! And I overestimated the amount of time I would need to get through all the news. So if you have questions about today's news, please go ahead and @ me. I am going to set my OBS going. Or I'm going to set my OBS up to capture the launch, because right now I don't have that quite set up yet. And please excuse my multitasking. So there is no doggy cam, and I apologize for that. But I do have, hi Tinker, I do have a dog in my lap. And for those of you that have been around here before, I will provide the link in a second. For those of you that have been around before, bits equal Cheerios for my dogs, and my dogs love Cheerios. Love Cheerios. And let me pull back up. So Tanner asks, what's going on with the mouse food? As far as I know, the mouse food was swapped out successfully, and the mice are now on their way. If they're not already there, they're on their way or currently at the International Space Station. I'm not sure if the capsule's been mated yet. Birthed, I think is the actual term they use. I did look up out of curiosity, because I was originally going to have 4 news bits for you. But, we know that mouse food disrupted the launch, but we really didn't talk about the mouse experiment. And it turns out those mice are part of Rodent Research 8. That is literally the name of the experiment. You can Google it. And essentially there's populations of mice, all female mice, and they're going to look at aging in space and how aging occurs in space. I can actually look that up. That launch with the mouse food was on the 5th, which means it will be captured tomorrow. And I love you all, but I am not streaming early Saturday morning. Pull back OBS and chat. I love you all, but I am not streaming that early. And we're going to flip over to the China Live feed. Silvershot, hi! I don't think I've seen you around before. Hello, welcome. Silvershot says that they just photographed the ISS followed by the Dragon. That is pretty cool. I'm glad to hear it's catching up all right. Yeah, I don't know why it says stir party in the side, but I feel like it's fitting. So we are now looking at the live unofficial emphasis on the unofficial feed of China's launch. And if I pull up the info, the rocket is the Long March 3 Bravo, which I believe is an awesome, awesome name for a rocket. Because it's just, I think it's very fitting. And I like how they use the English translation instead of putting the Chinese out there, because quite frankly, I can't read Chinese at all. At all. Yes, the launch is live. No, I did not hack through the Great Firewall. Shout out to Baryonic Man on our weekly Space Hangout crew Slack, who found this and linked it. He is totally the MVP of the day. I have been wanting to stream a Chinese launch since I've started streaming launches, and I haven't been able to find a stream. He found a stream through somebody else on Twitter and shared it. So yes, Baryonic Man is totally the MVP. And while, yes, we do have quite a long time until the actual launch, part of me kind of hopes maybe somebody will pop on that this is like a feed that was snagged from elsewhere, and maybe there will be people talking about, the specifics of the launch, but I wouldn't count on it. This looks very much like just a straight camera feed, so we may not get a whole lot of info, and that's okay. I can try to hurry up and read all that. Yes, it might be in Chinese, but if they're showing like graphs and pictures and stuff, I'm okay with that. I have spent ages and ages ago, I spent about 2 weeks, mostly in Hong Kong. I spent a few days in China. And while my time in China was an exercise in illiteracy, Hong Kong, I was cool. So yeah, the launch is scheduled at 1:20 Eastern Time. And that's the actual takeoff. That's not the countdown. They're doing the countdown now. I don't have everything set up for my little unofficial countdown at the bottom. This was literally a surprise. So I decided to start early. So while we wait, a few housekeeping things. We got, for those of you that tune in normally, we have made Chat to Mounds Countdown. Well, Disillusioned, you can be our countdown person. You can do it. Trust me. I spent a whole lot of time getting DailySpace ready, and I was like, I am not just scrapping DailySpace for this. I am doing both. So those of you that tune in normally may have noticed our progress bar at the bottom has increased. It is almost at 5%. I would love to see it hit 5%. Hey, thanks for the bits. That means crunchies. You guys can't see the dogs, but I believe Silvershot, that launch. Are you really not? Fine, Puck gets the Cheerios. I believe that launch still is. Let me look at the thing. Yes, the Delta 4 heavy launch is set for 11:19 p.m. tonight. I, unfortunately, will probably not be covering that one either because sleep and things. And I think it's classified payload. It is indeed a classified payload. Ooh, super secret. So I'm not entirely too sure if they're going to stream that, which is another reason why I'm not planning on covering it. Would you like some Cheerios? Oh, now you want Cheerios. I had a stream of thought and I lost it because chat, I love you, but sometimes my brain's going one way and chat's going another and they just... Anyways, why sleep is important to me these next few days. Myself and essentially the rest of CosmoQuest, oh, now you're interested in being, up and about, are going to the American Geophysicist Union conference in DC next week. And we're meeting up on next Thursday, but I fly out bright and freaking early on Sunday morning. In fact, I think I'm the first American Geophysical Union. Thank you, Tanner. Thank you for the correction. I think I'm actually going to be the first one to land in DC, and I'm just going to chill out at the airport until everybody else gets there. So, but yeah, we have a social meetup. The tickets on Eventbrite are free because it's really just for us to get an idea of how many people to make the reservation for. If you're in DC, I hope you join us. I would love to meet you all. Tanner asks, what time do I get in? I believe I land at like 9 or 10 in the morning. I am very fortunate that there is a military lounge there, and I am going to use my retiree ID card and go sleep in a recliner in the military lounge and wait for everybody else to get there. Yes, Sunday. Yes, I fly in on Sunday. So, yeah, I hope to see some of you there. I will be there all week if you're in DC. And probably be other unofficial meetups scheduled. My poster, I don't know if I can get my poster art up. Probably not. My poster is being worked on today. The poster for Streaming Science, because yes, we're totally doing a poster on Streaming Science. Is done and will be presented. I unfortunately don't know what time these posters are being presented, but they're going to be presented. All right, Disillusioned. How much longer till countdown, or how much longer till liftoff? Because that's your job. And the dogs are like, yes, Cheerios. T-minus 35 minutes. Still? Are you sure it's still 35 minutes? Oh, it was 42 before. Okay. Okay, so my brain before. So the progress bar at the bottom of the screen has moved, and that is because we got, although it doesn't show for all the things, in the last 24 hours, the last 24 hours, actually we got more than that. We received over $300 in donations, and it's actually $320. If you're watching and you donated, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I know the rest of the team does too. We also have a Tiltify campaign going, and I know somebody donated through that as well. I think that was $100 anonymous donation. So yes, thank you, Anonymous. All the Anonymous. And if you're not sure why we're raising money, go ahead and ask. Long story short, I don't know what that command is, so we're shot. Long story short, our funding got cut. We're seeking new funding. We need some bridge funding, and this is the bridge funding. Ta-da! There's a humongous team of us. Tanner, Jay, Nancy, Susie, Anya, Taylor, Maya, Dr. Matt, potentially Dr. Andreas. I think I'm missing somebody still. There's a huge team. Well, not huge, but there's a decent team behind the people that you see on screen, which is, lately just been myself and Dr. Pamela. So, yeah, we need money to do science, and we need money to hire people to do science. Okay. I really hope this is a live stream. It's hard to tell because you don't really see anything moving, and there's part of my brain that's like, this is just a still, and we're all being trolled. Disillusioned asks, is the Streamlabs donation updated? It was sending to... ... I don't see the minutes changing. Shh. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid we're being trolled. It's... I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that's the... I mean, I see stuff across the top. Maybe that's the UTC or local launch time? Let me check. This seems like a good thing to check. Time zone conversion. Let's see. I forget where this launches, so I can't remember if all of China is in one... I think all of China is in one time zone, which is silly. It's a very large country. No, they are saying... Oh, I want, like, right now. What is it? 12:55? 12:55. There goes that theory. We pull back chat. There's a lot of people on the stream talking and things, and I recognize like one whole character, and that's that, and I just recommend it, or recommend. I just recognize it as being the symbol or part of the symbol is used for person. Maybe I'm looking at rocket launch live, and it only gives me the option for UTC and UTC -5. And because right now, China Standard Time is like 1:55. Oh no, yeah, the time in China follows a single standard offset of UTC +8, despite China spanning 5 geographical time zones. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, no, they only have one time zone for the entire country. Man. Alright, so let me go back to the Twitter account that originally showed this. And lots of spectators. What's this? Show this thread. Pulling up a different window. I'm going to force refresh it, because when I pulled it up, there we go. Okay, a number changed. I don't know why I have to hit refresh on the bottom occasionally. But okay, there. So that time is supposed to be the local time. And if it doesn't keep changing, I guess we'll just have to keep refreshing. I'm not entirely too sure how this website works. I don't know. Oh, I guess it just refreshes automatically. Oh, there's movement. Okay. I feel a whole lot better about this feed now. Thank you for your patience. Yeah! China is huge. Please ignore the date time on the feed. The date time on the feed is actually China local time. So it's right for them. I'm not sure what... Let's see, we'll do 1:20 p.m. So it'll be 2:20. So when this thing says 2:20, that should be Let me actually, because apparently this is, when this thing says 220, they should be taking off. I think the servers are getting overwhelmed because there's a bunch of people popping in. So let me look on Twitter for some updates. Source of video. Did I find another video feed? Oh, it may not let me in. Will you let me in? Oh, that's just a static video. It's a neat video, though. I know you guys are all like, what are you even looking at? Let me link where I'm at now. Copy, paste to chat. If it's the same link I have, it's a character platform. Oh my. Now, that was Weeaboo, and I probably should share the link I'm on now. Copy link location. Paste. Why are you doing that? You are not doing at all what you should be doing. Here we go. Hey, I heard things happening, but I didn't see them. Yay, cheers! You gonna actually eat the bits? And then some over there for you. I feel like I should turn on doggy cam. My brain streams crossed. I am so sorry. It looks like my feed is auto-updating now. Good. Good. Oh, hold on. There's audio now. When did that happen? There wasn't audio before, there's audio now. I am not at all going to complain. I don't... Audio problems are from them. Before anybody goes, oh no, audio problems! Alright, so you guys are saying... And now they're playing music, so yeah. We're gonna mute it. Not sure what this picture-in-picture is supposed to be. Maybe a further out view? Silvershot says, you should have 200 more viewers. I'm assuming that's because, you know, launchers and dogs and things like that. There's totally a part of me that's like, I want to pull up doggy cam for this. And I might, because it shouldn't take me too long to pull up doggy cam. I don't know where I keep it. Let me pull up the correct thing. We're just gonna slide Puck right in here. There. Now we have doggy cam. And he's not at all at the right spot. Launch hype, launch hype, launch hype, launch hype. Periodic Man says, I still have about 25 minutes to go to watch before I go, so hurry, China. Yeah, title may be the issue. Well, we can adjust that. Hi, Side MT. Launch hype, launch hype, launch hype. So, if you're just tuning in, Side MT, the fluffy dog is Puck. If somebody donates bits or money, this happens. Cheerios, only a whole lot more. What we're currently watching is a live-ish, unofficial stream of a China launch, which this is the first live stream I've ever seen of a China launch, and I am super, super excited. This rocket is going to the moon! Yes! Rocket to the moon! And it will deliver a rover that will explore the dark side of the moon. I believe there's already an orbiter in place to talk to, you know, the rover when it's on the dark side of the moon, because we have some technical difficulties doing that occasionally because of how it is. And the reason why there is such a thing as a dark side of the moon is that the moon is tidally locked. So as it rotates around, hey, bits for the example, like that. Puck's like, more. And then I have a small doggo in my lap. So if you hear crunching real close to the microphone, there it is. Silver Shot says, have you seen that Chinese booster landing attempt falling horizontally, if that's even real footage? No, I have not seen that. I wasn't aware that they were trying to reuse boosters. Are they trying to reuse boosters? I'm not sure. Phoenix says, but when the moon is between us and the sun, isn't the dark side actually lit up? Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, Susie, I started way early because things happened. You missed all the news. Far side versus dark side. I think far side is really more accurate, but we call it the dark side. So essentially, during a new moon, or when the sun is dark, not the sun, the moon is dark in the sky, new moon, yeah, that's when the so-called dark side of the moon is actually all lit up by the sun. Because we see the same face of the moon all the time, because tidally locked. And as a quick news roundup, for those that are just tuning in, there is a misbehaving AI smart home device thing on the ISS called Simon. And it's got some AI bugs that need worked out, and essentially it told the astronaut that it was interacting with to be nice and wouldn't stop playing music and things like that. So there's a few other bugs. They found antibiotic-resistant bacteria in the bathroom, which is okay. Nobody's in danger. But this does pose a potential issue for long-term spaceflight, like sending people to Mars, because it's an opportunistic pathogen and immune systems are compromised in space. Bad Panda Bear says, misbehaving makes it sound like it's about to go howl on the astronauts. Yeah, so, Paramore, that grease and algae on the outside of the ISS, the algae or the sea plankton, NASA hasn't verified that, and that may have just been bad or fake news. I did look into that this morning. The grease on the outside, I don't know if it's so much outside, but there is a problem with the Dragon capsules off-gassing and potentially contaminating the ISS. Hi! I have to lean in because it's not very clean. Hi, Pharaoh Bomani. I am so sorry that you failed 2 exams. I totally feel you. It will get better. You do not have to be a straight A student to be successful. You can do the thing. I believe in you. I hope your other exams go much better. Don't take it out on yourself. It's just one of those things that happens. And this doesn't want to refresh like it should. Hey, whoa, that's different. This is not refreshing like it should refresh. And yes, C's mean degrees, and it's okay if you take way longer than you expect to finish your degree, because it took me way longer than it should have to get my degree. And there is no shame in getting C's. Okay, well, we've updated to the right time, and now everything's all corrupted looking. So if you're just tuning in, we're attempting to watch an unofficial feed of China's launch. So, yeah. And apparently the video went all bonkers, even though I'm, like, force refreshing it. Hey, Paramore! Alright, so, to make Pharaoh feel better, have some doggy bit action. Oh no. Hi, Natfan. Whoa, 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 Tinker. Tinker. You get bits if you stay in my lap, Tinker. Alright. Just for that. Look at this adorable doggy. Look. This is Tinker. I wish I could put Tinker through the computer to make you feel better about your exams. What kind of rocket is China launching? Pharaoh asks. China's launching what they call the Long March Bravo, or 3 Bravo, as Paramore helpfully linked. Yeah, are you gonna make everybody feel better? Okay, I'll put you back down. Hey, a subscription! So, Tanner's asking if Puck can react to the bit noise, or is it only the Cheerios? Autofocus bad. As far as I know, he can't hear any of it because it's all going into my earbuds. They just react to me grabbing Cheerios. They know that sound. They know it means food. And Tinker is trying to jump out of my lap because she wants in on this Cheerio action. She was all snug as a bug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Come on. Well, the time keeps updating. All right. Disillusioned, your job. How much longer till liftoff? T-minus 8 minutes. It does look like a nebula. Oh, the webpage is giving bad Panda Bear 503 error now. Fenring says, I dropped out of college, but here I am, enjoying Twitch on a Friday evening. There's no shame in that. Thanks for joining us. I have it open in another page, I think. So let me try refreshing it there. We may have to make this full screen. Refresh it the old-fashioned way. And I'm getting some sort of error in Chinese on one of them. So we may have broken the stream because this may be the viewer count up here and it's over 3,000 people. 3,000 people in chat, as you can see, even though I can't read it and I don't know if anybody can here, which if you can, you know, translation would be, well, I don't know what any of these things do. These are apparently sign-in buttons. No, we are not signing in. I have a feeling this may be everybody else complaining that the feed is terrible looking, because I see a question mark right here. What's going on? Alright, so we may have broken the internet, guys. We may have broken the internet. Pull up chat again. Disillusion says, this has been shut down by the government. Looks like the Great Firewall killed the unofficial feed. Is the video text still scrolling through? The video text is still scrolling through, so something with the live camera. I think it is a problem with the live camera. Because I believe that text that we see scrolling across the top is... I believe it's chat. It is chat, actually. So I think it's just an overlay like how we have Twitch overlays. Pharaoh says, what site are you viewing that on? Let's see. I don't know what this site is. It looks like China's equivalent to Twitch. I believe somebody said that it is a site where they've watched karaoke, but over here in the corner I see Dota 2, Dota, and I know those are video games. And while that's not a whole lot... Ivina, hi! I don't think I've seen you before. Ivina says bootleg Twitch. Oh, look! Now we have two things on camera. We have the far view and the near view, which still looks like a nebula. But at least the far view is something. What's the chattering noise? The chattering noise that you're probably hearing is my dogs. Here's a picture of the launch tower. Thanks for sharing that, Baryonic Man. The chattering noise that you're hearing is probably my dogs. And you can see Puck on camera. Can you sit? You can sit. Come on. There you go. Can you speak? Oh, I have it muted. So there shouldn't be any sound from the site coming through. Or do I not have it muted? Fuck. I'm so sorry. Well, I only had one page where it was working. There was... I know when I had audio on earlier, there were people chatting away. And yeah, it kind of sounded like a cocktail party. Oh, you're still sitting. Hey, Puck. Can you speak? Come on, speak. Yeah? Good boy. Good boy. Silvershot says transmission jammers around the launch pad. I wouldn't put it past them. Quite honestly. I really wouldn't. Oh look, we have two sets of video again. Now that I've opened this, is the Chinese government on my trail, or the NSA? I don't know. I'm willing to take that risk. You guys are watching it on Twitch. Oh look, there's people! Look! Do you see the peoples? I'm almost afraid to maximize it, but we're gonna maximize it. There's people there with, like, looks like news cameras. Somebody looks like trying to take a selfie. There's a lot of people. It turned out this probably is huge in China. I wonder if that's the person doing the streaming. This probably is huge in China. And I feel it's unfortunate that there's not official coverage. This is a night launch because it is like, gosh, we're minus, I'm UTC -5, they're UTC +8, so they're 13 hours ahead of me? So yeah, they're in the middle of the night. Yeah. It is totally the middle of the night there. This is very much a night launch. And yes, Larry Weird and Proud, this is the moonshot. I have Elon. Do we get to see the boosters land? I don't think these boosters land. I think these boosters just fall back to Earth. Close to Mongolia. 1 minute. Puck's like, I heard Cheerios. Have some bits, Puck. You too, Tinker. Paramore, that's not nice. The boosters will not land on someone's house. They'll probably land in the ocean. Ay. Baryonic Man says these boosters crash and sometimes people nearby film that. So no Chinese Falcon. No. High-speed landing on villages. Oh, that's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope that's not the case. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Wait. Oh, that was just the camera bumping around. I was like, wait, something's happening on this really grainy and distant image. We have been spoiled by the, Whoa. What? Okay. We have been spoiled by high quality production of ISRO. Yeah, we'll put ISRO in that column. We've been spoiled by coverage by ISRO and Arianespace and NASA and etc, etc, etc. They landed in Minecraft. Ugh. That one landing on the house was a different launch pad. It is more remote. Yeah, ISRO is starting to get better about posting their links for their streams sooner. I think they've realized that there's more of a demand for it. Although, I think for the last one, because Arianespace did it, they just mirrored the Arianespace thing. And yes, I wish every launch had live video too, Silvershot. That would be amazing. Hip hip, we want the links, gotta have the links. What links do you want, hip hip? Because, I don't know, there's things happening in ISRO, yep. SpaceX, Susie says SpaceX is the most beautiful. NASA, ESA, Arianespace are great. So this does look a bit bootleg. It kinda is bootleg. Those links, got them, thanks. Cool. Yeah, and the HD landing on other worlds, yeah, we are totally spoiled, but given that seeing a Chinese launch is super rare, I'll take it. Hip hype. Yeah, have some. He wandered away, so you get to nom on the Cheerios. All right. Pull you up. Are you gonna watch the launch with me? Baryonic says, about these boosters falling back, they don't fall in the ocean, but on land. Oh my, that is terrifying. There have been several occurrences of them crashing into nearby villages, and people went looking, which is really not advisable. Oh my. Oh, that's terrifying, and I hope nobody dies. Well, it says 22. Maybe these are rockets with hypergolic fuel. Toxic. What is hypergolic fuel, Baryonic Man? What? Do you not like how I'm holding you? You must not like how I'm holding you. No. We're T plus 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm wondering what's happening. Maybe the launch window just opened at red smoke clouds equals run. Oh, Puck's coming back. Do you want down? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll let you down. Ugh. I think now they're going to look for, Baryonic says, I'm not an expert, but it's fuel, meaning hypergolic. It doesn't need an oxidizer. China has a lot of coast. You would think landfall would never occur, says Hanny. Yeah, you would think, which is why that terrifies me. But there's also a lot. Whoa! Things are happening, guys! Look at that! Whoa! There it goes! Oh. It's happening! This is amazing! I'm not sure what the significance of the 6s is because I haven't kept up on, my Chinese culture stuff. And I can't remember if 6 is a good number. I can't remember what 6 sounds like because they use a lot of homophones between numbers and actual words. Yeah, the chat is what's scrolling over the vid. I think it is hooray. Paramore says, looks like the first stage separated. Hanny says, isn't 8 supposed to be a lucky number? I think so. But different numbers sound like different words. So sometimes they have different meanings. And just like we leave off like floor 13, they leave off certain floors of buildings in Hong Kong and China. Yeah, 4. 4 is unlucky. I do remember not seeing like a level 4 ever. Hey, I'll take the lack of zoom, hip, because this is totally, essentially bootleg launch. And I am very happy with it. I'm so grateful that we were actually able to watch this. This is pretty freaking amazing. According to Google, many 6s in Chinese means good job. Okay, cool. So yes, it does have a meaning. Thank you. Thank you for looking that up. Yeah, I am grateful to have the potato feed because potato feed is way better than no feed at all. And 6-6 kind of does look like GG upside down. And it's just kind of fading out to a lone dot, and they're panning down so you can see both the ground and the rocket to see essentially how far away it is. Now we don't have comms, and we don't have telemetry, so there's really not a good way to see on stream how everything's going. I'm just going to do the whole hope that everything is nominal. Hey, Puck, can you speak? Speak. Come on. The launch went well. Speak. Come on. Yeah. Show that launch hype. Speak. Come on. Yeah. There you go. There. Launch hype. Everyone is watching the same feed. I'm just grateful there's a feed. So you can barely see it. It looks like a twinkling star. China does seem to release video after everything's gone well, which I'm glad they do, but I'm a little frustrated that they do it. Ivina says $100 it explodes. They've had a pretty good launch record, so if I were a betting woman, I would take that bet that it does not explode. Aw, Baryonic Man just put in chat the characters for nominal. So now who's going to scan the chat? Oh, according to Google Translate. Who's going to scan the chat to see if we see anything remotely looking like nominal? I don't think they'll actually use that in chat because they probably use different... They may use different language. Different words. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that Baryonic Man. So, that's me knocking on wood. Hey, it's okay. It wasn't the door. That we don't have an explosion, even though it's a little late. I see like 2:23. I don't know what that means. That's probably them saying that it launched at 2:23. So I can't see it on my screen anymore. But I'm still pretty excited. That was super exciting. I am grateful for the potato feed. Thank you so much, Baryonic Man, for sharing that, because you totally have made my day. nay, dare I say, you have made my week. Because I have wanted to stream a Chinese launch for so long, and you helped make that possible. So yeah, I'm going to assume the thing is in space! Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and hanging on while I did my super early Daily Space, followed by the, oh shoot, now we have to wait 20 minutes, but, you know, launch hypes. Surprises, good surprises. So, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna wrap all of this up, and Baryonic Man says, now we only have to wait 27 days until landing. I hope it does well in that 27 days, and I will try to keep updates, although I'm sure Baryonic will do that just as well, because we have a bunch of nerds in space in the weekly Space Hangout Slack. So yeah, if you want to come hang out with us, Discord is a great place to do it. You can also join Slack. There's a few more hoops to jump through to join the Slack, but joining our Discord is super easy. You'll get alerts of when we go live. There are impromptu Uno games. If you have Tabletop Simulator, you are more than welcome to join us for these impromptu Uno games. And yeah, help out where you can, donate where you can, spread the word, help us grow, help us stay alive, and I will see you guys all in more than a week. If you're coming to the meetup in DC, I will see you then. This has been Daily Space with your host, Andy Wilson. This has been produced in association with Planetary Science Institute, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University. Planetary Science Institute is a private, non-profit corporation dedicated to solar system exploration. Its headquarters is located in Tucson, Arizona. So, until next time, thank you all. I love you all. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.